Now that we've walked through the Rooms experience on the web browser, I want to finish up by showing you what the experience is like through the app. So you'll notice I have two apps on my screen. The first one I want to take a look at is this Thrillshare app. So we were just in the Thrillshare web browser, which is what you use as a teacher to communicate through Rooms. I mentioned that you could download the Thrillshare mobile app if you would like to receive notifications to your phone. And it's also really handy if you are a coach or a staff member or a teacher that is out and about around campus at events. You can communicate with parents or groups through the app without being at your desktop computer. So when I open this Thrillshare mobile app, you'll see all of those rooms that you saw in the web browser view. And you'll notice I can tell here where I have unread content. I'm just going to open up the room we were just in, and you'll see that stream of my announcements, that home section. If I want to create a new announcement from here, there's a little plus sign over in the bottom right-hand corner, and I can create that announcement right then and there, or I can schedule it out. If I click on the little menu icon here, I can go to my different sections. So I can see all of my messages from here, and I can compose and send messages just from my phone. Behavior is also really nice from the mobile view. It's really easy to select all of your students, add points while you're on the go. So this could be used while you're watching recess or monitoring lunch. To get back to the menu, I just click that home and I can navigate between my different rooms. So that's the Thrillshare mobile app. Again, that is what you would use as a teacher. We'll finish up by looking at what a parent will use. So right here on my screen, you're going to see the Brookwood ISD app. This is my training or my demo testing environment. What your parents would be using is the Nash County Public School app. And so we want them to download that to their phone, and they can log in using their phone numbers that are associated with their accounts in the SIS. I'm going to show you this app though, because I'm not a parent at your district, so I want to be able to log in here. Now, once I'm logged in, I'll see my menu across the bottom right here. If I go to the home section, I'll see the home feed, the live feed, the events, the different menu items if your school is entering in their menus to the app. So this is publicly viewable. So this is the district's information. Now I can change here if I want to look at my students' school. I can change to look at their individual school itself. If I go to the middle school here, I can see their feed and if they have events coming up. So when we started, I mentioned that Rooms is really valuable because it's one place. It kind of unifies the communication with your families. If you have parents across your district with multiple children that have children in different schools, this is really valuable for them because they don't have to go to 4 or 5 different apps or different programs to find information. We want your school to be the source of truth for your information. So this is district information. If I want to get more granular, I can then go into the classrooms that my student is a part of. So I can scroll through and see, I popped right into Miss Hickham's 3rd grade class. I can see what's going on there. Up at the top, I can move from the stream to behavior if I wanted right here and see my students' points, any notes, and the activity log. So in the classroom section, I can change between classes. of my kiddos. Parents will likely spend most of their time in the messages in the announcement section, though, because this is a super quick way for them to communicate between all of the teachers that are part of their students' lives. You'll see in the messages section here, there is a tag that tells me the class and the student. So in this environment, I have multiple students that belong to me. I have 3. You can see here, Michaela, Sandy, and Aubrey. So all 3 of these messages come from different teachers and are about different things. So I can click on that message and I can respond back directly. And when I click my back button, I can go back to my messages. Lastly, I'll highlight here in the upper right-hand corner, if I click that plus sign, I can quickly start a message. If I didn't already have a thread going, I could start a message with a staff member as easy as selecting their name and clicking that little arrow forward. The announcement section is going to look very similar. You're going to be able to see all of the announcements that have been posted in all of the classes. So we see the student's name here and the class itself. When I click on the announcement, I'll also be able to see any images or documents that were linked. And that is the parent's view. Once again, there are 2 different apps. As a parent, if you're also a teacher, as a parent, you would use your district app to log in with your parent information, your personal information. As a staff member or a teacher, you're going to use the Thrillshare mobile app. That's the back end of things. Parents don't need to know about Thrillshare. What they do need to know is that you're using the Nash County app for communication. And don't forget, if you have any questions about anything we've gone through, you can always access those help articles in the Thrillshare browser or call or chat the support team. And we're happy to help.